set up my bullet journal. I've had this for a while. I don't know why I never set it up. I guess I couldn't decide how to use it specifically, and I think I'll talk about my lineup a little bit later. But for this bullet journal, I decided that the use would be primarily to organize my projects. So I had to decide beforehand how to use it, and that's what I do with all of my notebooks. For example, with the field notes here, I've decided to begin with how I'm going to be using it. That's why I created my index list here. So I also added here a projects and list, but this could be more like ideas about the projects and not so much organizing the projects. So I think I have a page actually here. Yeah, so this one I categorized as a project, but it's also for lists. So this is just some icons that I wanted to design, and I just made a list for it. And then this was very useful because I needed to see what kind of ideas I wanted to illustrate, and I could use this as a project planner as well. But I feel that this space here is only for lists. I don't think I could create more elaborate spreads because it's such a limited space. And I think that's why it's better for lists and not so much full spreads of specific tasks that I need to do. So yeah, I will be keeping the projects here as well, but it's more about ideas, not so much planning the actual project. In general, I see the field notes as a more casual notebook. So it's something that I can grab really quickly, write down my ideas, but then I don't think I'll be coming back to it when it comes to actually planning my project. So it's more about just quickly jotting down ideas. So I wouldn't be putting in here any weekly schedules or monthly schedules or any tasks or deadlines. I don't use field notes in that way. It's more about just capturing ideas in the moment, and it's much more casual for me. So for the bullet journal, I want this to actually be a tool for me. It will definitely contain weekly plans and even monthly plans as well. I will be using it to write all of my tasks for each project that I want to develop. And in general, it's gonna be more of a planner, but specifically for my projects, not a general planner, because obviously I have a main planner and I will be having a main planner for next year. This will not be replacing my planner. So for the first spread here, I will be creating a project list. So I've decided to use this page for swatches, and I'll be trying out my tombos, but I also have some highlighters that I could be using. So I'll be swatching them in this page, and then probably on this page I'll create my index. This is very helpful because I can see which colors are showing nicely and which colors are just too intense. So I'll probably not be using this pink one, but I'm so glad that these colors here are showing, because on other types of paper it just doesn't show, and I'm so glad that it's showing here. And I'll be using these three colors a lot, and obviously this one is my favorite actually, but I also like the orange one. These two look very similar, but this one is more of a yellow and this is definitely an orange. So yeah, I think I'm narrowing down everything that I want to be using. Also, this combination here, these are the highlights. I really like, it was kind of random, but I really like this combination of colors. It's really nice to use together. This is the Kokuyo pen from the Kokuyo collaboration. It's really nice. I love that it's so pastel. I'll be using this perhaps on its own or in combination with the others. The dot markers, I'm not crazy about the colors. They are a little bit too intense, but I might use them as bullet points, I'm not sure. This one I don't like at all. It's like a gray, but to me it looks a little bit bluish. so I don't think I'll be using this marker at all. But yeah, this was very helpful to see which colors I would like to use. So that's it for my first spread. I thought it would take both pages, but turns out I can just fit everything in one page because it's mostly general categories of tasks, so it's not really extensive. So perhaps I'll leave this empty just to do a more extensive list here, because for example for branding I just wrote logo and banners, but I'm sure I have way more details that I could write about this, or each one of these, I guess. So the next spread will probably be a more extensive list of these specific categories. I'm happy with the spread. It's not that crazy, but I'm happy with the layout. And then I'll come back to do this one perhaps later in the day, because I still need to do some more research for these categories in general. I went ahead and created the second spread as well, which is basically a more extensive list of some of these points here. For this first one, I actually used this pen, which is the Pentel Energel pen, and I did not like the result here, so I switched to my Lamy fountain pen, which I really love, and I actually got the thinner nib here. It works really well for me, but honestly it looks so ugly and chunky. It's the only downside. I think it's the cap mainly, it's just so big. I don't like it, so if you remove that, it actually looks okay and it feels great in my hands, but it's just so ugly. Why did it have to be so ugly? I don't know, but I love it. I wouldn't change it because I really like how I write with it. So for this second page I used my fountain pen. I thought because it's a smaller space, I thought it was easier to write with the gel pen. I don't know, let's just use a fountain pen for now. So yeah, this is my first spread, and already I think this is gonna be very useful in organizing my project so far. I'll probably be doing another doodle here, I'm not sure yet. For now I'll just leave it empty. But yeah, I love this combination of colors and the layouts are really nice, so I'm very happy with it. So yeah, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.